Yeah,
20 lead changes.
So good at keeping her dribble.
Oh my goodness!
Unreal.
Okay, so Paige Bueckers is absolutely crushing it right now. And I need to tell you about what she just did. She just won her second straight Rookie of the Month award. But here's the crazy part. She's not just winning these awards because she's having a nice little rookie season. She's straight up dominating the league. We're talking about a first-year player who's putting up numbers that most veterans would kill for. And she's doing it on a team that's struggling, which makes it even more impressive. You know how everyone was wondering if she could make the jump from college to the pros? Well, she didn't just make the jump, she's flying. And honestly, she's looking really good for Rookie of the Year. Let me show you why. Let me take you back to April 6th, 2025, when Paige Bueckers was cutting down nets at the Final Four.
Especially in your rookie year. I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful that I have a large community around me that supports me and has helped me get to this stage. And like I've always said, it takes a village, so everybody along the way.
After leading UConn to their 12th national championship, she dropped 17 points in that title game against South Carolina, capping off a perfect senior season where she averaged 19.9 points and 4.6 assists while shooting over 40% from three. This wasn't just any championship run. This was Paige Bueckers finally getting her ring after years of injuries and setbacks. But here's the thing about championship players. They don't just flip a switch when they get to the next level. The best ones, the ones who become legends, they bring that winning mentality with them. Now, before I show you just how dominant Paige has been this season, make sure you hit that like button if you're ready to see some incredible rookie records get absolutely shattered. Because what Paige Bueckers has done in her first WNBA season goes way beyond what anyone expected. Even from a number one pick. The transition from college to pro isn't easy for anyone, but Paige made it look effortless right from game one.
There is not one, nobody looked to give the ball back to Paige. Nobody looked to give the ball back to Paige at all. For me saying I said triple-double, I said no, the broadcast lied and said she had 7 assists, and it looked like she had a near triple-double.
May 16th, 2025. Her WNBA debut against the Minnesota Lynx. 10 points in a loss, sure, but you could see it immediately. The poise, the court vision, the way she commanded the offense even as a rookie. This wasn't someone who was going to need time to adjust. This was someone who belonged. Okay, get ready for this because Paige's stats are absolutely wild. She's averaging over 18 points and 5 assists per game, which leads all the rookies in both categories. But here's the thing. Those aren't just good rookie numbers. Those are all-star level numbers. And when you compare them to the entire league, she's holding her own against veterans who've been playing for years. Her season averages rank 7th in scoring, 9th in assists, and 5th in steals among all players in the WNBA. Think about that.
We're doing our WNBA predictions. Rookie of the Year, I got Paige Bueckers. I used to always look at her name. I thought it was Bueckers until she came back from the knee injury. Then everybody was calling her Paige Bueckers. I think they finally got it right. Guard, Dallas Wings, playing really good basketball.
As a rookie, she's outperforming veterans who have been in this league for years. She's literally the only player in the entire WNBA to be in the top 10 for all 3 of those categories at the same time. And fans are noticing too. One comment I saw really stuck with me. Paige is a complete player. And that's exactly right. Another fan said total package is better than just a long-range 3 any day. And honestly, that perfectly captures what makes her special. She's not just a scorer. She's doing everything at an elite level. And this record she broke early in the season, she became the fastest player ever to get 200 points, 50 rebounds, and 50 assists. Fastest ever. We're talking about beating every single WNBA legend you can think of, and she did it as a rookie.
Yeah, it was a journey of resilience, of overcoming adversity. I wouldn't trade it for the world just because it became such a beautiful story and remarkable journey of ups and downs, highs and lows, of keeping the faith, of working extremely hard.
So June rolls around and Paige is going absolutely nuts. She dropped 35 points against Phoenix, the highest scoring game by any rookie all season. She's putting up video game numbers every single night, and the league couldn't ignore it anymore. July 3rd, boom, Paige wins her first Rookie of the Month award for June, over 21 points per game, leading all guards in scoring. But she wasn't just scoring, she was getting her teammates involved with 5 assists per game and playing great defense too. On July 30th, she hit another massive milestone. 400 points and 100 assists in just 22 games. The only other player to do that fast? Cynthia Cooper, the Houston Comets legend who won the first 4 WNBA championships. That's the level we're talking about here. But here's where it gets really good. August 4th.
Paige is I think it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very, very hard for Paige Bueckers to win Rookie of the Year.
Paige makes history again. She becomes the only rookie this season to win Rookie of the Month twice. taking home July's award after another incredible month. And during July, she was the only player in the entire WNBA to be top 10 in points, assists, and steals all at the same time. Here's something that really shows you how good she is. Paige doesn't just lead rookies in 20-point games, she ranks 6th in the entire WNBA. That means there are only 5 veteran players in the whole league who have more 20-point games than this rookie. And she's already passed Sandy Brondello for 3rd in Wings franchise history for 20-point games by a rookie. Just in July alone, she had 20 or more points in 5 of her 9 games. Think about how reliable she is. More than half her games that month were 20-point performances.
4-point cushion for Phoenix. Just over 4 minutes into this ball game. Bueckers pulls back, nails the long 2.
Paige Bueckers.
4th in the league in steals overall and nearly 9 per game. And it was up.
Through just 23 games, she's broken into the top 10 for most points, assists, and steals by a rookie in Dallas Wings history. She's climbed the franchise record books faster than anyone expected, and she's been doing it while tying and breaking records that include Caitlin Clark and other WNBA legends. And here's what really gets me. Fans who've been watching her for years aren't even surprised. One comment said, "Been that girl since high school at Hopkins, Minnesota," and another said, "Her hooping caught my eye since her time at Hopkins High School." This isn't some overnight success story. She's been special for years, and now everyone's getting to see it on the biggest stage. But what's really impressive is how she's playing. One fan perfectly described her mid-range game. Her mid-range game is soothing to look at. And they're right. She leads the entire league in made shots from the mid-range with 41 makes this season.
Of my journey has helped me get to this point, and it wasn't possible without my teammates and my coaching staff, and just how well they welcomed me here into Dallas and the organization. So it was really a group effort.
She's shooting 50% on those attempts too. That's old school basketball, and she's mastering it as a rookie. And here's something that blew my mind. In all 21 games Paige has played this season, she's never scored less than 10 points. Never. Not once. The last time she scored in single digits was back in college. Think about that level of consistency against the best competition in the world. That's not luck, that's just being really, really good. Now here's where it gets really interesting. When basketball experts look at how well players actually impact the game, they use some fancy stats. Paige has the best numbers among all rookies in basically every category. That measures how much you help your team win. She takes care of the ball better than any other rookie. For every turnover she has, she gets over 2 assists. That means she's making way more good plays than bad ones. And when you look at how much she helps her team score when she's on the court, she's way ahead of every other first-year player. What really sets her apart is how smart she plays. She's getting her teammates involved while taking care of the ball better than anyone else in her rookie class. That's not just talent, that's basketball IQ. And then during the WNBA All-Star game, Paige gets named a starter. Not just making the team, not just getting picked as a bench player, she's starting the game as a rookie. Only 8 rookies in WNBA history have ever done that. And here's what makes it even cooler. She got the most votes of any guard when you combine fan votes, media votes, and player votes. So the fans loved her, the reporters thought she deserved it, and even the other players in the league voted for her. That's respect from everyone. This All-Star thing wasn't just about individual stats, though. It proved that everything Paige learned at UConn, how to be a leader, how to play in big moments, how to handle pressure, all of that was working perfectly in the WNBA. You don't become an all-star starter as a rookie unless you're really, really special. And people are starting to recognize just how special. I saw comments from fans saying things like, "Never seen anything like Paige Bueckers, the real generational talent, and one of the best rookie seasons since Candace Parker."
And I really wouldn't trade it just to have that overwhelming sense of gratitude for life, the appreciation for everything that comes your way, and then to cap it off with this, it's just been an amazing journey.
When fans are comparing you to legends like that, you know you're doing something right. The comparisons to NBA stars are getting wild too. One fan said, "She is the Luka of the WNBA, except she plays better defense." And another said, "Reminds me of Kobe Bryant." Those are some serious names to be mentioned alongside, but honestly, when you watch her play, you can see why people are making those connections. Now here's what makes Paige's season even more impressive. She's doing all of this while her team is struggling. Dallas is 8-22 this season. They're dealing with injuries, trying to figure things out with a bunch of new players. And through all of that, Paige has been rock solid. She leads the Wings in scoring, assists, and steals. When the game's on the line, they give her the ball. When they lose, she's the one talking to the media. That's a lot of pressure for anyone, let alone a rookie. Usually when a team has a bad record, it hurts the individual players when it comes to awards. But Paige has been so good, so clearly ahead of everyone else in her rookie class, that even with Dallas struggling, she's still looking like the front runner for Rookie of the Year. Let me be real with you. Even though we're only about 3 months into the season, it's looking like Paige has this Rookie of the Year thing pretty much locked up. Yeah, Kiki Iriafen and Sonia Citron from Washington have had nice seasons, and they made the All-Star team too. But when you really look at everything, the scoring, the assists, the leadership, the records, it's hard to make a case for anyone else right now. She leads all rookies in the 2 biggest stats, scoring and assists. She's won Rookie of the Month twice. She's broken records that have stood for years. And she's done it all while being the main focus of every team's defense, while carrying a young team that's still figuring things out. Here's something that really puts the competition in perspective. Paige has scored 20 or more points in 12 different games this season. Sonia Citron, who some people think should be in the conversation, has done it 4 times. Kiki Iriafen has done it 3 times. No other rookie has more than 1. That's not just better, that's way better. And when some people try to say her numbers don't matter because Dallas isn't winning, they're missing the big picture. Paige gets double teamed at the end of games while other rookies on better teams get easier shots because the defense has to worry about multiple good players. She's doing all this while being the main person Dallas relies on, which actually makes her stats more impressive, not less. All the numbers back her up too. When you look at everything Paige brings to the table, scoring, playmaking, defense, leadership, she's setting herself apart from everyone else. If things keep going like this, it's going to be really hard for anyone else to catch up. And honestly, I think one fan summed it up perfectly. Paige needs to get more attention for what she's been doing, man. Because when you look at how well she takes care of the ball, another fan mentioned her turnover efficiency. It really isn't close, where she's not just putting up numbers, she's doing it the right way. People who really know basketball are starting to notice too. I saw one comment that said, she's the only rookie who shows up in the top 10 rankings with all the best players in the league. Another person said, PB by a landslide, though the 2 in Washington are special. PB is just generational. When people who follow the league closely are saying stuff like that, something special is happening. Here's what gets me excited about Paige. This is just year 1. She's still learning the league, still getting used to how physical it is, still building chemistry with her teammates. And she's already putting up all-star numbers and breaking records left and right. Fans are seeing it too. Comments like, she's got all the tools and is just going to get better and better, and Paige Bueckers is the truth. Show that people understand what they're watching. This isn't just a good rookie having a nice season. This is someone who could change the entire trajectory of the league. Imagine what happens next year, when she has a full offseason to work on her game, when Dallas adds more good players around her, when she's played a full season and knows what to expect. If she keeps developing like this, we could be looking at an MVP candidate as soon as next season. But beyond all the individual awards, what Paige has shown this year is that she's ready to be the face of a team. She handles the pressure, she shows up in big games, she makes her teammates better. Those are the things that don't just help you win Rookie of the Year. Those are the things that win championships. Dallas hit the jackpot. When they got that number 1 pick, they didn't just get a good player. They got someone who could potentially lead this franchise for the next 10 years and beyond. For everyone who loves great basketball, what we've seen from Paige this season feels like just the beginning. If she continues on this trajectory, the best is still coming. And honestly, that should get everyone pumped about where women's basketball is heading. If you made it all the way through this video, drop a comment down below, because Paige is looking really good to win Rookie of the Year. And it's been amazing to watch. Make sure you subscribe because there's going to be tons more Paige content as she keeps making history.